My name is Savannah Ford, and I'm going to take you through my digital teaching portfolio. I plan on teaching 5th grade mathematics and or 6th grade social studies. So I based my portfolio off of both of those areas and grade levels. I have 2 years of experience in middle school education. I'm very passionate about mathematics and social studies, and I want to make that accessible and exciting for the young learners. Come this weekend, I will hold a bachelor's degree in science of education from the University of Arkansas. I have completed numerous professional development courses. I actually had 2 or 3 of those already completed out of the ones that I had to do for my intern class this semester. So that was great. I'm dedicated to creating an engaging and welcoming environment within my classroom. I think that every student should feel safe and welcome and heard and seen. I will strive to develop their mathematical and historical knowledge while developing their critical thinking skills. I also plan to become a softball coach. Whether or not that's for Cave City, we're not sure yet, but we hope so. I work with after school intervention groups for Cave City currently, and I'm also a substitute for them. I'm always looking for new ways to improve my teaching methods and bring innovative ideas into my classroom. I really enjoy being outside. I love to watch football. I still love to play softball and just do anything outside, anything with my church. I love to help people. I love to volunteer. I love to just be out there. My teaching philosophy balances social studies and mathematics. As a fifth and sixth grade teacher, I believe it's essential to create a classroom environment, like I said earlier, where students are safe, supported, and they know that they can explore new concepts without being penalized. Fostering curiosity, critical thinking, and collaboration is essential for success. In social studies, I want to help my students understand the world around them and encourage them to explore different cultures and the connections that they may see between the past and present. In mathematics, I will focus on helping my students build that strong foundation that they need in conceptual learning and problem solving. And I believe that every student has the power and the potential to succeed in math. I believe in differentiating instruction to meet the unique needs of each of my students. Students will be provided opportunities and support when they need it. I aim to help students see themselves as capable, and I want them to continually improve. My ultimate goal is to inspire my students to become lifelong learners who are equipped with the skills and mindset they need. Okay. I will integrate technology to enhance students' understanding of mathematical concepts and foster a deeper engagement with the content. I will use interactive technologies such as Kahoot to make formative assessments both fun and interactive. I will incorporate Prodigy in my path, also in mathematics, and I've seen that done a lot in my interventions and within just doing my observations and stuff. I've seen a lot of the MyPath and Prodigy and just the different IXL and just all the different online things that you can now do for integrating the technology into the teaching is just great. So for my 6th grade social studies class, I want to integrate technology in different ways, like by using digital maps so that students can see how history has shaped geography-wise. I will use Padlet for collaborative discussions. And I want to integrate multimedia, obviously, with social studies. That's very important, like historical documentaries, just different things like that, different videos, different pictures, artifacts. Okay, just a little bit about my professional learning evidence. My leadership philosophy. Practical application. So I did one here, a project showcase on virtual math explorations with interactive tools. And then I also came down here and did a virtual social studies museum. I think those will be really fun when I start doing those. My professional toolkit. So, interactive math tools. Desmos is a really good one that offers graphing tools. It helps students visualize the concepts and better grasp them. It is great for making the math more accessible and hands-on for students. Khan Academy has self-paced lessons, and they have really good math videos that help reinforce concepts and help teach the students in a different way, and basically like a one-on-one tutoring way when needed. Prodigy has fun game-based learning. It allows students to practice skills and receive instant feedback. Then in social studies, a good exploration tool would be Google Earth. The technology allows students to explore historical landmarks and geography, and they can map out historical events using Google Earth. Google Expeditions is another one that would be good for taking virtual field trips, exploring those historical sites and cultures and the other natural wonders that's around the world. This tool is good for bringing the past to life in social studies lessons. My journey as a technology leader and advocate for digital equity has been full of transformations. I have made significant progress from where I started, and I know that technology leadership is an ongoing process. I will continue to grow my skills, advocate for access, and stay informed about new developments and technology. As I continue to grow, I aim to create a more inclusive and engaging learning environment for my students, with technology being used as a powerful tool. My views on digital citizenship. Digital citizenship is essential, especially in the education field. And technology is a part of our everyday lives. It's important in our everyday lives. And so it's important for students to know how to be responsible, ethical, and use that technology in effective ways. In my classroom, I don't know what just happened there. We're just going to go ahead and publish it. Okay. In my classroom, I will focus on respect, responsibility, and safety. So that is very important when teaching students how to use an online platform and how to be responsible with their technology. They need to know how to be respectful, responsible, and safe. Okay, teaching materials. I have 5th grade mathematics. Subject. Students will understand the concepts of digital citizenship. Okay, and then 6th grade social studies is about the same here. So challenges teachers may face. There's a lot of challenges. I'm just going to highlight one of those. My first challenge that I spoke about was students engaging in cyberbullying and other harmful online behaviors. That is something we see all too often. Students may do this in the classroom as well as outside of the classroom, and that's normally when you see it more often. This can create a very toxic environment, not only a learning environment, but an environment for that student, like in general. It can affect a student's overall emotional well-being and disrupt their learning process, which is not good. Students may make hurtful comments regarding another student's work on an online forum or through a private shared Google Doc. I remember that happening to me when I was in school, and it just tore me up. I remember being so upset, and I was in 10th grade. If an accident were to occur, I will speak privately with the involved students. If needed, we will involve different people if it progresses and gets worse. But there will be clear expectations from the beginning for online behavior as well as in-person behavior. My students will know how to model respectful behavior, and I will implement the importance of digital space. Professional growth. Collaboration philosophy. I believe that collaboration is the base of fostering a thriving learning community for students and teachers. Technology is a bridge that connects educators with families and students beyond the classroom, which allows students to learn and communicate meaningfully and consistently. Digital collaboration. Professional learning community. We will respect all voices, be prepared and engaged, embrace constructive feedback, and celebrate our shared successes. Tool mastery. My philosophy statement. I believe that digital learning should be inclusive and empowering in order to support all learners. My teaching philosophy is a firm belief that every student has unique strengths to bring to the classroom. When technology is used thoughtfully and meaningfully, it can be powerful for the amplifying of the voice of students and increasing that engagement. Here's my digital learning showcase. My first lesson was a 5th grade math lesson on fractions on a number line. And my second lesson was a 6th grade social studies lesson over ancient civilizations, a comparative study. Documentation and evidence. This is the UDL aligned lesson design planning template that I will use. Impact section. Facilitation philosophy. I believe that digital learning should be purposeful, student-centered, and relational in order to be effective. Technology may enable the initial flexibility and innovation, but it is the intentional design of the learning experiences and the support of meaningful interactions that drive real student learning. My digital environment showcase. My vision for my virtual classroom environment is for it to be structured, welcoming, and inclusive space where students are all able to access content as well as communicate effectively and engage meaningfully in their learning. I will build on my commitment of student voice and digital citizenship by empowering students to take ownership of their learning. My supporting student success. Demonstrating impact. We have the first case study over a 5th grade math, visualizing fractions with Jamboard and Loom. And then case study 2, 6th grade social studies, exploring ancient civilizations with choice-based projects. My analytics philosophy statement is important for a 5th grade math and social studies and 6th grade social studies teacher to view data as a powerful tool that informs, guides, and helps to transform student learning. I will use data to measure performance as well as to better build those learning paths and identify the needs of each of my students and to be able to better support the development of the child as a whole. My analytics and implementation showcase. Here's a sample math progress dashboard. Then we have a sample social studies project dashboard. And then my assessment design. This is a rubric for a 6th grade social studies project. This is a feedback template for a 5th grade math quiz.